Good morning. Happy snow day. I wanted to talk to you today about how to go from your outline to your research paper. So at this point, you should have a document that looks like this, which is your outline. You've identified your thesis, your key ideas, and your details that you want to use for each body paragraph. You should also have a document that looks like this, where you have your works cited page. We're going to be writing our research paper on our works cited page because a works cited page is always at the end of a research paper. So to start off, I'm going to go right before my works cited page, and I'm going to take a look at my outline and start with my first body paragraph. So I've already took the time to write the topic sentence for my first body paragraph in my outline. So I'm just going to copy that over into my research paper. Of course, I'll change the formatting because I don't need any of that, but I will indent it since it's the start of a paragraph. On your tablets, if you don't have an indent button, you can press the spacebar 7 times. Once my topic sentence has been set, I need to remind myself about what my topic is. So I've said that my topic is that McCullough has had an average personal life. That means that every key idea that I've identified needs to support the fact that she had an average personal life. So when I go into my first key idea of her childhood, I can't just say that McCullough had a childhood, because that's obvious. I need to make sure that I'm supporting my topic sentence. So I have to make sure that it's clear that her childhood is part of her average personal life. Also, as a reminder, every key idea needs to start with a transition. So I might write a sentence like this. In this sentence, I'm using this word traditional to describe her childhood, meaning that her childhood is very supportive of the fact that she has an average personal life, which is the topic sentence. From there, I'm ready to get into my details. If I take a look at my outline, my first detail is right here, but I want to remember that when going into my research paper, I need to expand on my details. I can't just copy over details like I did my topic sentence. So I might continue my research paper by writing this. I've expanded my detail now into 2 sentences. I didn't need to use transitions because I felt like my paper flowed without them. But I also need to remember that after my 2 details, I didn't get this information from my brain. I didn't know it before I researched, so I have to include an in-text citation. If I look back at my outline, I have that already identified for me. So I'm going to add that at this point. Notice that when I added in my in-text citation, I put it after the second sentence that described my first detail. I don't need to put it after both sentences because each sentence went with the same detail in my outline. Also notice where I put the period after my in-text citation. Remember that your in-text citation is part of that sentence, so your period is going to go after it. From here, I'm ready to continue writing the rest of my paragraph. I'll continue going into the next detail, going on to my next key idea, and so on. I'm also going to remember that when I get to my direct quote, I'm going to make sure to embed that and make it flow into my writing. So I'm going to maybe say a phrase like, according to the article Astronaut Bio, but let me double check that with my works cited page to see what the full title is. I think that's the full title. Okay, so I'll start with that transition, and then after my direct quote, I'm going to go on to say what it suggests, making sure that my in-text citation is after it. Please use today to work on your body paragraphs. All 3 of your body paragraphs are due at the beginning of class on Monday. If you have questions, send me a Schoology message or an email, and I'll make sure to get back to you today. See you tomorrow.